Like a lot of kids growing up, Ben Lavelle tried his hand at many sports, but his foot led the way.
I'd always been pretty good at kicking a ball from kickball recess, and it kind of just came from that. That's how that all started.
A start propelling him to the St. Edward High School football team, 2 state championships, All-Ohio first-team punter and place kicker honors. Interest from Division I colleges would follow, but in the end, Ben's choice, the University of Dayton.
And no looking back.
No looking back right now.
From the start, his Flyers teammates became family, supporting him through a torn hip labrum in September of his freshman year. Surgery in January, rehab would follow. By spring, Ben got the green light to go back to training and having some fun.
I ended up playing wiffle ball with some of my friends, and we were celebrating a home run because it was a walk-off, and I ended up getting hit downstairs, but knew something was wrong the next morning when I felt something just didn't feel right.
A lump in his testicles, a doctor's visit already on the calendar, so Ben made sure to mention it.
He's like, yeah, nothing, it doesn't really look right. I want to refer you to a urologist.
The call from his urologist would change everything.
Just told me that he had bad news, and I was like, okay, I don't know what this could possibly be, and then the words cancer came out, and then I sat there, I was like, okay, wow.
Testicular cancer, stage 2, and at just 19 years old, Ben never saw it coming. Neither did his parents.
He hands me the phone and he says, hey, Ben's got cancer. And I'm like, what do you mean he has cancer?
I was kind of in a state of shock. It was not on our radar. It's not anything anybody talked about, warned us of.
But it is, in fact, a young man's disease.
Testicular cancer in general is rare. There's about 10,000 cases diagnosed in the United States each year, but it's the most common cancer for men 18 to 44.
Within 5 days, Ben underwent surgery at University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Optimistic they'd caught it early, he still made it to football camp on time.
Found out at the very end of camp that my tumor marker numbers never went completely back down to 0. They said that I needed to go through chemo.
Ben dressed for the Flyers' first game and left for home the next day. Kicking testicular cancer became his #1 goal. Tackling the stigma around it, a close second.
I'm in complete awe of what Ben is doing now, because he is embracing a topic that is hard to talk about from a male standpoint, and getting out there and putting it in media and willing to be that spokesperson to help others.
While undergoing 9 weeks of chemo back in Cleveland, Ben refused to stay silent, talking with other young men about self-exams and speaking up if something doesn't seem right. Ben's why is a reminder written on his football cleats, just 4 letters shared with him years ago by a 3rd grade classmate who was battling cancer at the time.
NEGU, never ever give up. It clicks in my head that you can't give up, you've got to have some fight left.
He handled this with such a level of maturity that putting myself in a 19 or 20-year-old college student's shoes, I don't think I would have handled it that way.
Today, Ben is cancer-free and back on campus, where he's now training again.
He went to class the entire time he was going through chemo. He stayed on track, and it was all with a smile on his face, because he wanted people to not worry about him. He wanted to see, I'm smiling, I'm the same guy, and I want to get through this, and I will get through it. And he has gotten through it.
Ben Lavelle's message to others: don't be afraid, don't be embarrassed, and never, ever give up.
Now I'm getting a lot more comfortable talking about it and telling people hey, if anything's wrong, you gotta say something.